Hello fam, welcome to my channel. My name is Peter's author. Shout out to all the men out there. Today is International Men's Day, so happy International Men's Day to all the men out there. To be a man is not easy, trust me. Like, to be a man is not easy. If you have never been a man, if you are not born a man, you won't understand. So, like, if you are not born a man, you will not understand. To be a man is not easy. A man is a man, and that's that. So welcome to today's video. On today's video, we're going to talk about what's in a name. Like, what is in a name? Like your name, like your name. So as I said, my name is Peter's author. My official name is Bodam. So what prompted this video is I got a text last 2 weeks from my guardian. He said. Bodam Afuwai, grace in Christ Jesus. What is in a name? What is an official or legal name? As a dash, we know the implication of using different names or of changing names. Why did you pick up the surname Peters or Peter? Why are you so desperate to identify with a biological father that has put in zero contribution to who you are today? Do you know that you are truly hurting those who have invested into you? Do you not know what A and Z did that was very serious miscalculation that spelled doom to their marriage? They went to Dash and looked for Z's biological father and invited him to come and give her out in marriage. Her mother's people were so incensed about it that her aunties wept bitterly. It took the present chief of Kabul, it took dash to intervene. Why did you not seek counsel about use of Peters? So, and I replied thus. This was my reply. Where are you? So this was my reply. Good evening, Daddy. I totally understand the angle you're coming from, but my choice of that name and Peter's author is backed by the following reason. It is a pen name. In applying the principle of honor, my official name remains Bodam Afuwai. Even though I know he does not deserve it, that's my dad. I will not lie to you, Daddy. I was hurt by it, but I had to let go this hurt so I can be present and embrace my glorious future. And by embracing it, I had to accept my reality and then heal.
So I ended up by saying I might be wrong and my judgment clouded. I'm sorry for not seeking counsel, but I'm open to elderly counsel. And in his text, he mentioned a case of two intending couples. The lady grew up in her maternal home, and then when it came to marriage and all, the groom to be insisted that she had to go they had to travel a long distance journey to go and look for her dad. Her dad had never played a role in her life, and it was unfair to him, to my guardian. It's unfair to her, and all, and they had to go source him out and give her hand out in marriage, and it happens, and this is what happens in Southern Canada I've observed, and not only Southern Canada but in Nigeria as a whole. Like we take culture over good conscience, over equity, and all that. There should be a remedy. You don't expect someone that grew up from her maternal home or his maternal home to go and look for his dad because he's about to get married. Like, someone has lived with this neglect all his life, and then when it comes to marriage, and now that it's about time for him to settle down, you're not trying to put another baggage on his head. I feel it's very wrong. It's very bad of us. There should be a remedy on this. But it's even easier for the lady because once she's married, now she takes over the guy's name, and then that's it. That's how they bury the whole thing. But as a guy now, you're now left to now trying to go out to look for, trying to just trying to legalize I don't understand. These are human beings. We are not properties, man. We are human beings, and I don't believe anything happens by accident. Everything happens for a reason, and God is behind everything. There are solitaries in family. No family is perfect, and trust me, and so many are hiding because they feel this is because the society just cages them and stuff, and it is not fair. It's not fair at all. I don't think it's not fair at all on these guys. So to me, it's not necessary, bro. Alas, yeah. Like me, I want to have a corporate life, and I want to have an artistic life. So as far as my corporate life is, I want to be addressed as Michael Bodam Afuwai. That's my legal official name, and I do not intend to change it for any reason. And as poetry, as far as writing, as far as whatever is artistically is concerned, I address myself Peter's author. And we're talking about what's in a name. As far as this society is concerned, name is very important. Name is very, very, very important. So I want the essence of this video is that people will be proud of their names. You will be proud of your name. Whatever it is, whether you are bearing your maternal last name is not a death sentence. Like, it's a name. So whatever you make out of it is what matters by the end of the day. So whatever you make something good out of it by the end of the day. And Juliet in Shakespeare's play, she said, Juliet in Romeo and Juliet was like, the name of Romeo does not even matter to her and all. And that tripped me, man. So if I'm the Romeo now and I'm single and I'm free, so to the Juliet out there that is watching this and all, man, like, you feel led more. My name is nothing. You understand? This is my name, man, and I'm proud about it. And I'm not changing it for any reason, for any pressure, for any societal reason. Like, this is my name. This is my reality, and I'm not coveting anybody's reality. This is my reality, and it's a fact, and you have to accept that. So by the end of the day, man, whatever name you bear, to you out there that is bearing your maternal last name, I'm gonna be proud of that name, man. That's your surname. Be proud about it. Don't talk about it. Be proud of it. Don't go into hiding. That's the trap. And then this whole when someone is getting married, you have to go and look for sources, biological data. It encourages men out there. Today's International Men's Day, so I'm making this video so that men out there will be responsible, because it encourages men out there to be irresponsible, because you feel they can just knock one woman like that, impregnate her, and then leave her to abandon her to the child. Then the child will grow, and then her family will do all it takes, take care of the child all through from primary school to university, and then marry the child, and then you expect, probably take the child to university, and then you feel during marriage the child should come and look for you. Like, that's very irresponsible, and it's a very demonic habit. And men ought to take responsibility. That's what men are. And this whole maternity stuff is not even new under the sun. Like, some persons like Jephthah in the Bible, there are characters like Jephthah. Check Jephthah out in the Bible. You understand his story and all. And he grew up in his maternal home, and he became king and all, and then his paternity had to bring him back and all that, but still on steel. Maternity matters. If your paternal side are concerned about you, why not go ahead? But if you don't care about it, you don't have time. Time is of essence. You don't have that luxury of time to be chasing after people that don't care about you. Same applies to relationship and friendships. Whoever is not on your side is not on your side, and you shouldn't force yourself on people. So same thing when it comes to parenting as well. I feel fathers should be responsible enough. And in this age that we are going on, that people are taking over their mother's name, it's a serious revolution. Men are losing their children, and it's sad. But then it is what it is, because laws are flexible, laws are not rigid. What applies in the 90s or in the 80s does not apply now. Things change and all, and I embrace it with my full chest. This is my life. At this age, I shouldn't be bothered about my paternity. I shouldn't be bothered about my dad being absent and all that. I should be more bothered about the kind of man that God is making me to become, and then embracing the future, and embracing the moment, and then facing the future, and try to see that I break the circle. That's what matters in this life. It's what you make out of life. It's not where you come from, because you do not decide how you're born. You do not decide how you die. You do not decide in between life and death, there is a living. So we have to live, so we have to live. So